All right, well, welcome to Not Our Finest Hour podcast. My name is Jeff. This is Alex. This is my other brother, Nick. And we really just wanted to start this podcast because, as you know, we're 3 of 5 brothers, actually. And we just felt like, man, as time goes on and we get older and we have kids and we get married, we just don't get to spend that much time together. But when we do get together for holidays or other things, like, there's a lot of laughter, and we say a lot of stupid crap.
We can yap.
Yeah, we can yap with the best of them.
Shout out Nathan and Jacob, who we did not ask to be on the podcast. You're out of the country, but you will find out soon that we're starting.
That's right.
Very true.
Yeah, so we just wanted to, we thought, why not start a podcast and an excuse to hang out more as brothers and get some time together, but also like, you know, we make each other laugh. Maybe we'll make you guys laugh too. So
Totally.
but yeah, I mean, this week has been already for me like a crazy week. Had a lot of things going, you know, just with I have 2 daughters, so
Yeah.
Henley and Harper, and so they they keep me on my toes. And it was Henley's 10th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
Henley.
birthday, Henley. She was 10 yesterday, and she's 10 going on like 30. The girl acts like she's so dang so dang old.
Independent.
So independent, so much sass. Like, she knows what's best at all times. Mom and Dad always tell me that like she's my payback for how much like how I put them through. So yeah.
How painful that was.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of a payback, but I always tell people like I'm the oldest, her mom is the oldest, and we made like a super child. In Henley. So
yeah, totally.
She means super well, though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no. She's great. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
she's really great.
You take a firstborn like stereotypes, like it's
2
Magnified.
firstborns.
times
Yeah.
10.
For sure.
Totally.
But yeah, and then we have Harper, who's just like a little monkey. So that's great. But yeah, I mean, how's your guys' week been? What have you been up to?
Mine's been good. So it was about 2 weeks. It was actually 2 weeks ago today. I was let go from my job. Ultimately, it's been
Wah, wah.
yeah.
Condolences.
I know. Ultimately, it's been better for my family though, and it's been better mentally for all of us.
Yeah.
But some cool things out of that for anyone that doesn't know, I do have a food content channel, and I've been making videos. I let my followers know that I lost my job, and some of them reached out. I actually had a restaurant reach out and say that I could come work for them for a Saturday, which was really cool. So I did record this week at their restaurant. I made some burritos there.
I did see
I
that.
saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was really cool.
So they actually like it was cool to get their passion live and then see the work that they put into it. I got to make some of the food like from scratch, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And got to hear about all the local ingredients that they source for all their burritos and other food. It was a really neat experience. I didn't do a good job, as most things when you do it for the first time, you don't do very good. So I screwed up the audio. So everything from like marinating the steak that in the back and seasoning it and everything, that's all gone. Awesome life stories talking about how this person, Alejandra, she started basically doing tamales and like it was a pop-up. And her first week for the pop-up, she made 900 tamales and she sold out in 45 minutes. So it's just like from there, it just took off.
That's
You know how much
insane.
like work goes into making tamales? Like, it's a very
insane.
labor-intensive
And
process.
she's making them
Really?
all from home.
Yeah,
so
I
didn't know that.
She's not making them in like a big commercial kitchen. She's making them all from home, and then having to drive them all to. I think this is at Lenexa Farmers Market. So she's driving it to a farmer's market. It went so well that they're like, let's invite you back the next week. She's working a full-time job too.
Yeah.
So the fact that she was able to do that, I mean, eventually, obviously, as the story goes on, she is not working her other job. She's just doing the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right.
But they, in the Lenexa public market, they ended up offering her like a space. It was a 10 by 11 foot space where she could work out of. And she kind of built it out to make it her own and whatnot. Really, really cool story. She's from Mexico City. She talks about all these different things that I wouldn't think about, like a flour tortilla in Mexico City. Anything you make, that's a burrito. So whether it's in taco form, we would think a taco is something that's open. For them, it's that's not the case. Corn tortillas are tacos. Flour tortillas are burritos.
That was interesting to learn that when I was watching the video. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But I was also impressed by how well she could wrap those little like burritos with that much food in them.
Yeah,
Totally.
it is
That was
insane.
wild.
They're stretchy, so they're artisan tortillas that she gets locally, and she orders them. So they're like really thin. You could see your hand through to the other side.
Totally, yeah.
And they just stretch a lot, so you can wrap things really easily.
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
shout out to Alex Eats. So
Yeah.
if you
Alex
haven't
Eats.
already know him on TikTok, Instagram, like go on there, Alex Eats, give him a follow, give him a like, help a brother out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we hit. I think I'm
Yeah.
at 20. I'm almost at 30,000 followers across all
Yeah.
3 platforms.
That's pretty awesome.
And
man.
he doesn't have a job, so
That's true. I don't have
go
a job.
follow right
Stop
now.
bringing it up, jerk.
I do have one question because
Is this a real question?
it's a real question.
Okay.
Because I'm not very smart. How do you eat a tamale? Like I don't.
Well,
It's in a corn husk.
it's in a
right,
corn husk.
I know.
You take it out.
Take it out of the
Take
corn
it
husk
out.
and then you eat it. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mean?
that's
Are you
always
talking
been
about
that.
fork, no fork?
No, because I've had people like talk about whether or not you like try to eat the
You
corn
can't.
husk.
No,
you can't
yeah.
eat
no,
a corn
no.
I
husk.
was like, what?
That's just what it's made in.
Got it.
It's the vessel.
I said it was a stupid question. I just said
You're right. It was a stupid question, but there are probably a lot of people that would ask the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that before, and I still never found out.
Yeah.
I've never eaten one before.
This is true.
Like I haven't.
Yeah, I love tamales. They're freaking amazing, especially when they're made by like people from like Mexico.
Mexicans, some might say.
I didn't want to be insensitive, but yes.
I don't know how that's insensitive.
I don't know.
I mean, if someone called me an American,
Cut this part out.
It's good
Very good
intentions.
intentions. You didn't have
Try
to.
not to be insensitive.
Oh my
Very good
gosh.
intentions.
Nick, how's your week been, man? Like, what do you? Any
We-
stories from life with your little daughter? By the way, if you don't know
Yeah.
this, which you wouldn't, I don't know why you would. You've never met us. Apparently, in our family, we have 5 boys, and it's impossible to have a son.
That's
so
true.
We have five
yeah.
5 boys, and now we have 5
Our
granddaughters.
parents had 5
5.
boys,
Yeah.
and that generation is now over for boys.
Right.
We've all had daughters, so
Yep.
um,
All had daughters. Yeah.
well, so anytime one of us is adding to the family, it's just assumed that it's going to be a
Right.
daughter
Right.
until someone disproves it.
Right. True.
Knowing
Yeah.
our luck, it'll be Jacob and Sai that have a boy.
It's
And they're all
true.
the way in Japan, so it's not.
So we
we're
don't
never
get
going
to
to be able
interact
to.
with them.
Yeah, we'll never be able to see.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I was planning. I was really thinking 2026 I'd be able to visit them when they had their baby,
Yeah.
and then I was fired. So
That's,
that kind of went out the window real fast. Yeah.
Gosh, 2026 is a long way away. So I mean, as far as like the
It's
whole, we have
not at all.
all year,
That's
year
true.
of 2026. You never know what could happen.
That's
So
true.
anyway, I'm sorry I interrupted you. What were you going to tell us
I
about?
didn't even get to start talking,
That's
so
true.
you didn't really
That's
interrupt
true.
me.
We have a great-
you just totally skipped over it.
One of
You're
my
like, Nick.
favorite, one of my favorite
Nick's used to
pastimes
it.
when we get together is like
Yeah.
interrupting someone else.
Uh,
Especially
no.
Alex. We
Yeah,
always do.
okay,
Like,
there-
ask
there's
Alex
been-
a question, he starts talking, be like, "Oh yeah, did you?" And then
There's been a
That
shift.
was
There's been a
always
shift over the last few years to where I'm the one who's interrupted. Before that, it was Nick.
It was
Nick
me.
would always
all
talk
the
and someone
time.
cut him off.
I would be cut off all the time. But yeah, now it's thankfully shifted over.
I think one of my favorite things to say in that moment is something I saw on the backyard basement
Yeah.
where he
Basement
gets
yard.
yeah gosh,
Basement
the,
yard.
the basement
Sorry,
yard.
basement yard.
Uh,
Totally apologize.
you'll probably never see this anyway. So whatever.
Yeah, very true. So you won't even have to worry about it.
Frankie on the basement yard gets interrupted and he just says your turn, and I
Yeah,
just thought that was pretty
totally,
funny.
yeah,
I've never
it's
been
true.
clever enough to say that, but it is funny. Anyways,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Addison's great. I only have one child. Her name is Addison. She is about you want me to go on?
This is a great intro.
Thank you. Yeah, no. Okay. Let's start that over.
that's actually this is probably if this podcast goes anywhere, we're gonna be known as the guys who did this.
To cut it off. We
Right.
never edit it out.
Right.
Let's just leave.
Okay, start again.
Yeah, no. Addison's great. My daughter, she's like 15 months old. So
Yep.
she's talking a ton. She's repeating a lot of our words,
Yep.
which is really fun. So Nikki's constantly reminding me to be careful about what I say because
Oh, yeah.
she will repeat me.
Yep.
And she's walking now, like within the last week and a half walking. And so she wants to walk everywhere all the
Oh,
time.
sure.
Yeah.
To the point now, like, because it used to be she would get really like cranky if she was hungry or something. But now she just wants to walk all the time, so she won't get cranky. And I have to like actually remember that I need to give her a snack in the
Yeah.
moment. I'm like, okay, like meals aren't a
Oh.
big deal.
Harper's like that.
Yeah,
I can always tell when she's really tired and really hungry because she just turns into like Hulk. Like she just everything's mad. She's like always angry, and so you just
Yeah.
like just go eat something and you're gonna
Sounds
feel better.
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it does not get better. It gets worse.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you're being constantly reminded not like to say certain things or be careful what you're saying. There is that sweet spot when you have a kid, right? Where
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it, like the things you're watching, the things you're listening to, the
Yeah.
things you're saying. Not that you're being vulgar, but it's just
Totally.
you have that like that freedom until
Yeah.
they start repeating things. You're like, oh shoot, I really can't say
Right.
that. I don't want them to go over to someone's house and repeat something
Right.
I've said like about them. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and I don't talk behind anyone's back, so just
Sure.
throwing that out there.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Addison's been really fun. We went to Costco before this actually, and she was just as we were going around, was constantly like, "Oh no!" and then,
Yeah.
"Oh my!"
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
constantly.
that's the phrase you're gonna
Super-
remember like
it's so
forever,
cute
yeah.
every
Yeah.
time.
Although she's
Yeah.
gone through phrases pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because
she
like
has.
when we were in Florida earlier this summer,
Yeah.
it was what was her phrase that she
Uh-oh.
kept saying? No,
No,
that
it
was
was,
pretty
She
recent
was,
actually.
it was pretty recent.
it was
yeah,
like more of a
that
noise.
was. Yeah, so that was what, like, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Jeez, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was the
Um,
phrase? Because I haven't.
I'm trying to remember what the phrase was.
Blicka, blicka.
Oh yeah, blicka, blicka. And there was
Yeah.
a constant argument between everyone in the family as to what she
she's
was
actually
saying.
saying.
Yeah, is no, she's saying blicka as if she's saying an actual word. Which
She was.
yeah,
She
of
was.
course she
In
was.
In her
Addison's-
mind,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally. Yeah. Yeah. Outside of that, like Addison's been really great. We're looking for like a rental home right now to move into next month, and we think we found the one that we're gonna move
Okay.
into. So they said that they're gonna.
Really?
The lady who was showing it to us said that she's not showing it to anyone else, and is
Are you gonna be-
trying to hold it for us?
Where is it? Whereabouts is it?
Is it
It's
OP
like
where,
city.
Or is it?
It's OP.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you be like
it's a little
close
bit
where you're at?
farther north.
Dang,
Okay.
so you're gonna be further away from me. and
Well,
from
I mean,
Jeff?
we're like pretty close to the highway, so it actually might be it might
You're-
be less time to get there.
You're close to the highway now, though.
Yeah, but we're taking like south roads to get to you, where instead of
That's
like
true.
435.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For everyone who knows exactly where
Yeah.
those are at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
See, I'm not
Mom,
gonna
South
dox
Roads and
myself
435.
though. I'm not gonna dox.
Shout out,
myself.
Mom and Dad, for watching our first podcast episode.
I guess they will. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Mom, Dad.
What do we want to talk about?
Dripping water.
It's condensation.
Oh, you
Does it
had
have
ice
ice
in
in
there.
I had ice in there.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so
We're good.
First time dealing with a cup.
Is that leaking out the bottom?
Hey, hold up. I didn't know you had ice in a mug. Also, in places where the humidity is lower, you don't get condensation like that. Also, changing subjects.
It's cool.
Did you guys see Smuckers, who creates Uncrustables, is suing Trader Joe's for infringing upon like their Uncrustables brand?
Do they?
I
make their own,
briefly
like,
saw a
version
little
of it or
headline, but
something?
I
So-
don't know much
Yeah,
about it.
so Trader Joe's is they're pretty well known for like doing knockoffs of basically
Totally.
everything, and
Yeah.
it's always better and cheaper because that's
Right.
just what they do,
I feel
and
like
better
everywhere does
ingredients.
that, right? Like Walmart
Yeah,
does
yeah,
that.
they all
and-
do that.
yeah,
Trader
Target
Joe's
does that.
apparently they Uncrustables or Smuckers, they didn't like that they had a sandwich that looked the same with the same ridges and a bite taken out because that's kind of their signature thing.
Right.
And they also have colors that are like basically the same. The blue on the packaging is a little different, but only slightly. But yeah, it's definitely ripping off, and they want to sue them. And basically, they're asking for them to destroy all current products, and then they want revenue that they've made from selling those. They want that too. I think that's
Jeez.
ridiculous, and they probably won't win. But I don't know.
I have a theory. My theory is that they're probably doing that just to get in the news cycle to remind people of Uncrustables
That's a good
to go
point.
get them.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're seeing now everyone gets to see Uncrustables. And they're, oh yeah, I actually kind of like Uncrustables. Maybe I'll go
Uncrustables are
grab
so
some."
good.
They are really good.
So they're terrible frozen. I put them in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Maybe I do like 15 seconds, flip 15 seconds. It might be molten lava in the middle for a little bit, but it's so good
We
after.
put ours
wait.
in the toaster.
That's a.
Yeah,
does
you get
it
a
does it
toaster.
take a while to?
It does take a little bit of time just because they're frozen. So I guess probably if you microwaved it a little bit first and then put them in the toaster.
So the
but-
thing about
Well, if you
microwave,
just put them in the fridge to thaw and then put them
That's
in
true.
yeah, that's another. But like you can't when you put them in the fridge, they're only good for so long because the bread starts drying out.
Totally.
So I mean,
You don't have to put
I
them
have
all in the fridge. They're all individually
food
packaged.
is my thing. Food is my thing. I get that. It takes so long to thaw, and I am not a patient person. So I just take them from the freezer, pop it in there, and it's good too because I like warm peanut butter and jelly. Like it's good like a toasted one like you put in the toaster. But I like the soft bread on the Uncrustables.
Yeah.
What I've seen some people do with that is they'll put put a little butter on the brush butter on the outside and put cinnamon on it too.
And
Cinnamon
air fry
sugar and air fry it.
Yeah.
Say it's amazing. I haven't had it, but people say it's
What?
amazing. Does that?
I have a
it does
box of them
sound-
right now in my freezer.
Yeah, we do
Might
too.
have to go do
exactly
that.
what I'm doing after this.
We are.
Right.
When you have kids, you always have them. If I didn't
Yeah.
have kids, I'd still always have them.
Right, yeah.
I get them from Costco, and there's like 500 in a box.
Nobody tells you
That's a
that
good
about
idea.
growing up when you have your own kids, that like all the snacks you ate growing up that they now want to eat, you can't eat anymore, or else you just gain a bunch of weight and you're
Totally.
It's
But
like,
you
I
want to
can't-
eat them.
I still do.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh man, like
Yeah,
this is why I
right.
don't own a scale, because I don't,
Right,
because I don't
totally.
want to know how
Yeah.
much weight I've gained.
It's definitely.
Back to your point, though. I mean, think about how long we talked about Uncrustables and how we make them and how they're so delicious to try it this way. You might be right that they just wanted to get into the news cycle.
Right, totally. That's my theory. Is they do that not because they think they'll win, just so that they can get in people's heads again. We got a Reddit reaction. I'll just start with one at first, and it's "Am I overreacting?" So you guys listen to it. I want to hear your thoughts.
We're just listening.
Yeah, you're just listening at
Okay.
first, and then you'll tell me
All
kind of
right.
your thoughts if
All
you
right.
think that they're overreacting. Okay.
Okay.
Am I overreacting? I'm a 26 female. Well, I'm not a 26. But it's,
You could
On a
be.
scale of what?
yeah. Yeah, so I'll just read it.
The
as-
age is the only thing keeping
Right.
you from getting there.
right, yeah. Yeah. So this is a girl talking about her and her boyfriend, right? She's 26 and he's 36. So it says, my boyfriend of 2 years was in the bathroom at his apartment when I opened the door to grab my allergy meds. I didn't think to knock and figured he'd lock the door if he needed. But when I opened it, he was squatting on the floor while holding a wad of toilet paper directly under his beehole.
What the heck?
I screamed and ran out. 5 minutes later, he called me. There's no denying what I saw. So he came clean and says he does it to make less sound as opposed to crapping directly into the bowl. Because
No,
he's
no,
shy.
no, no,
He'd
no,
be
no,
embarrassed
no,
if
no.
I heard him doing
So
it.
he's
was
catching
overreacting.
He's catching
He's
the
catching-
the
Well,
poo.
the toilet
Yeah,
paper.
but he has toilet paper there to.
Who
so-
cares?
He's just clutching
Hey, hold on.
underneath.
Why overreacting?
Directly
What's the
under-
overreacting part? Because I can react to this for minutes. Because
Well,
this is.
because she's questioning the relationship now. She's not sure.
She should absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
think-
Especially because if he's at home alone, he
Yeah.
thinks he's alone.
Yeah.
What you can make as much noise as you want.
Yeah, totally.
What?
Yeah, she says
the
she's
heck?
like, she doesn't know what to do next.
Catching.
He was literally
Okay, so
he
what
didn't
do you
even
do-
lock the door. He
What do
didn't
you do?
even
What do you
lock
do
the
if you
door.
have diarrhea?
I imagine he can tell if it's probably going to be like
But that's really noisy.
totally. Yeah, that's
So,
fair.
so he's
I don't
just
know what he would do.
Open the window and do it out the window.
Out the window. Yeah, there you
It's
go.
like
So
everybody
I-
on the sidewalks just getting
Yeah.
just freaking rained on.
Have you guys ever been on a date or been dating someone and you hang out and then you're gonna have diarrhea, explosive diarrhea, not to get graphic.
You
but-
mean have I had Taco Bell on a date?
Yeah. Have you though?
Yes.
I have not had explosive diarrhea, but I have clogged the toilet at my girlfriend's house before.
Oof.
Ooh, was there a
Oof.
plunger?
That's a tough one.
I started roaming the house looking for a plunger because there wasn't
Okay.
one in there.
You didn't reach in?
And her, that's disgusting. No.
What
And
about
her?
you? Didn't have a poop knife?
No, and her dad was like, "Jeff, are you okay? What you doing?" And I'm just like, yeah, I'm good." Like, and finally found one. Like, just
go
snuck
and
it up
get-
the back of my shirt and walked back down to the bathroom and
You
unclogged the
put the
toilet.
plunger up your shirt?
Absolutely, I did. The
He has to
handle,
hide
the
it.
handle.
Well, he has to
Just
hide
the
it from
handle.
from her dad.
Yeah, what was I supposed
He doesn't
to
want
do?
her. If he doesn't want
That's
her
not-
seeing it, he surely does
Listen,
not want her
how
parents
old were
seeing
you?
it.
Listen, here, I'm not catching crap out of my beehole like
Right,
in the middle
just
of the
like
bathroom.
I
weird
get it.
one.
I get it.
I'm
I
not the
get
one on
it.
trial here, but
That's true.
we're talking about that psycho.
Okay, so how old were you?
it was like the year before I got married. It's like 22.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
That's, I mean, at that point, I guess you're not secure enough in yourself to just be like, yeah, I clogged your toilet.
No, it was like one of the first times I'd ever met her parents.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and
fair.
I would have felt the same way.
I honestly-
her parents are very formal.
Honestly, I probably would have held it. I would have just tried to hold it as much
That's
as I
not going to
could.
happen. Like, it's just not happening.
So
I was basically touching cotton. Like there's no prairie dog in it.
So
whatever you want to
that's
call it.
bad.
Yeah.
I've had one where I didn't clog the toilet, but so I've dated. You guys know Ashley has been the only person I've ever dated. So we've grown super comfortable with each other, even in the time of us just dating.
Yeah.
I was probably at this point 18, 19, so we'd been dating for a couple of years, and I was just having explosive diarrhea. They have a bathroom in the basement, but it was so loud. Just like at this point, we were comfortable enough to where I can go poop, but I didn't want her hearing me having diarrhea.
Totally.
But it was so frequent. I was going back every few minutes that I just walked out after a long session, and I said, "I'm going home." And she's like,
No.
"What?" And I just walked upstairs. And I was like, I'm gonna. I didn't want to poop. Like when you're in that state and you're so vulnerable,
Totally.
you just want to be home, so I can poop in my own bathroom.
Totally.
I wasn't gonna be there. I just went home.
Take my time.
Good old
you know,
poop and
go
run.
through the battle. Yeah.
Second story I've never told you guys before. I don't think. I was a realtor in a previous life, and at this point, I was probably like 23.
Yeah.
And the first house and only, shout out to this couple. You're about to hear this now. You didn't poop in your house for the first time before me. I did. We found this house, and at this point, we hadn't even put an offer on it, but we knew they liked it.
Yeah.
Showed them the house. They left, and I had to poop so bad, but there's a Quick Trip, an eighth of a mile from the house. I'm like, I can make it. And it was one of those searing pains where it's just like feels like a knife going into your stomach. I get in the car. I make it 10 feet in the car. Nope, I am going to poop now. Run back into the house. Thankfully, this house is empty because the owners have already moved out. I run to the bathroom, poop. No toilet paper.
Yep.
No soap. Stop! No toilet paper. No soap. No towels.
No towels. You would have grabbed the towel.
You know what he did? Hold on.
No, just
This is
stop.
what you did. This is what you did.
It's because I was gonna wash my hands.
No.
Can I finish?
No.
Can I finish?
Would that be okay?
Let me
Can I
finish.
finish?
Let me finish.
Is that okay
Let me
with you?
finish.
No, what he
Let me
did.
finish.
What he did was when they bought the house, they came in. Why is there brown streaks on our carpet? He sat there like a dog and just scooted around like this.
First off, the whole first floor was wood only, so I would have had to go upstairs to wipe my booty on the carpet. And I'm not a dog. No, I pooped, but I turn over. No toilet paper. I panic. What if they don't have water turned on to this house?
You get one
You can
solid
still,
flush.
you got one flush.
If there's water in the bowl, you got one flush.
Thankfully, didn't have to worry about it. Flush, whoop, went down. I was in there for like 10 minutes. I was sweating. It was one of those.
Oh yeah,
I was
that's a
sweating.
tough one.
Thanks for that detail.
Yeah.
So I leave. Didn't wash my hands, obviously, and diarrhea is a little messy.
You go outside and shake their hand.
Hold on.
They
Nice
were
to
gone.
meet you.
They
Tell
left.
me,
They left.
you wiped with your hand?
I didn't wipe with anything.
So you just pulled your pants back up?
I just pulled my pants back up and went to Quick Trip, and then I finished my business there.
Oh.
No,
Bro,
dude.
why would you go to Quick Trip? Go home.
Time out.
Yeah,
Time out.
honestly, yeah.
I just crapped my pants.
Okay.
I should probably stop.
Oh, hold up. Because this house,
To be
it
fair,
was
you
a
pooped in the toilet.
it was
You
a
did
third.
poop in the toilet.
Hey, it's a 30-minute drive home. I was not
that's
gonna
tough
drive. Like I went there, ditched the drawers. I've never called the drawers.
Yeah,
to my
what
wife.
are you, 85? Goodness
I threw
gracious.
my undergarments in the trash.
I took my boxers off, threw
Yeah.
those away, and I cleaned myself up there. I was good to
Well,
go. My
that's-
pants were fine. But the worst part was, as I'm leaving, there's a realtor showing with more people to go show the house. I just like peeled out of there. I'm like, that whole house smells like poop now. Anyways,
And here's the thing, like I feel like what you do in that situation, maybe this is stupid, is you just take off the boxers there, wipe with those, and then you just toss them. Yeah.
I thought about that. Then I'm walking out of this person's house with just boxers, and then, like I said, a realtor with people. Like, what? I have boxers, poopy boxers stuffed in my pocket.
No, dude.
What do I do then? I had jeans. The jean pockets aren't that big.
Go into the landscaping, just bury them.
So
Yeah, it's true.
I didn't know that there was going to be someone else showing.
I know, like going to plant flowers. There's just like a pair of underwear in the landscaping. Holy crap! There was a murder.
So, anyways, that was like a fever dream of a year of my life, being a realtor and only helping one couple find a house.
Yeah, how many homes did you sell?
I didn't sell any. I helped them buy one, and I got that first check, and I was like, I hated this so much. I'm going back to find a full-time job.
yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough.
It was 8 months of working before I got my first paycheck.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, was she overreacting?
No.
No, not at all.
What would you do?
Okay,
if you were in her shoes, what would you do?
Block right away. Probably wouldn't even talk to him.
Yeah.
Wait, was
block
this
the number.
his apartment or her
I
apartment?
actually need to double check.
It doesn't matter.
No,
It doesn't matter.
It does
The
matter
dude-
for how
It
I
was
would
his
handle
apartment.
It was his apartment. I would walk away. I would get my stuff. I would walk out. I would text him and say, "Hey,
This isn't gonna work.
This isn't gonna work."
Yeah.
And I would never speak to him again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no. I mean, obviously he came clean, so that was awesome. That's a green flag. If you're
He
just gonna
didn't
be
come
like,
clean. She caught him.
No,
and
he caught him and he
texted
said,
her
"Here's what's
afterwards and
happening."
apologized and said,
He
"Hey."
didn't make up a story like,
Right.
"Oh my gosh, I was fainting and I was like in the middle of wiping and just fell down."
What kind of story could you possibly?
Exactly.
yeah.
But
Well,
you could get elaborate.
Yeah,
I was about
saw,
to poop, but then I saw this really weird looking bug, so I just bent over to look at it.
Yeah, I saw what someone said that you do is you do the lily pad method, where you set down toilet paper on top of the water.
It's wasteful.
Then you poop on top of the
Yeah.
toilet paper instead of directly splashing into the water.
Just turn the fan on.
What if he doesn't have a fan? And what if it's like a half bath?
So-
and there's
so-
no fan?
I think she probably caught him at the best point possible, because that freak, if he's catch his own turds, what if he's like it's Play-Doh squeezing it before he drops it in the toilet? That guy's a freak. It could happen.
Maybe. I guess anything's
Listen,
possible.
if that guy's catching his own turds, he's probably got some other skeletons in his closet.
Exactly. So
Some
I'm
weird
saying
stuff.
she walked
Maybe
in at the
literal
right time.
skeletons in his
She
closet.
walked in, but I'm just saying she walked in at the right time. She got to see like this dude's weird. I'm gonna end things, or at the very least question it. She could have walked in a much weirder spot.
Yeah.
Poo plays a thing.
That it shouldn't be.
Some people are really weird and into that kind of stuff. So.
Well, okay, so going back to Alex's comment or story about
Yeah.
the real estate, what's the worst job you guys have ever had? The
Need a
worst
second to
job
think.
you've ever had?
So I mean, I didn't work a bunch of like different jobs growing up, like in high school and in
Right.
college. I just kind of worked the same thing at a car wash. It wasn't that bad. I made good money. I was outside. I guess that sucked maybe when it was hot or
Did
cold.
you have you had a job since you've graduated college that you
No,
haven't
I've
liked?
never worked anywhere.
Shut up.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I mean, they all, to me, working for yourself is the most enjoyable.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, out of all the jobs you've had, which one has been
Mm-hmm.
the worst? And if you don't,
I'm not, I'm searching for a job currently, so I'm just going to bow out of this one. Because what if I'm a Boomerang employee and I come back?
like
Not to the last one, because they fired me.
a
but-
Boomerang employee, like you're gonna go live in your parents' basement again?
No, Boomerang. Do you not know what?
I get it. I was just making.
You
joke.
work somewhere, you leave, and
you
you
leave,
come
and you
back.
come back. I would not go back to any
But
of the
you leave on
companies
your own.
that you have worked for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy
Oh.
to say when you have a paycheck coming in.
Yeah,
It's
I know
true.
I know the worst one, but I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
You want me to say it? We worked there together for a
Oh,
little
Milo. Yeah,
bit.
Milo.
Yeah, Milo.
That
That
place
was
awful.
terrible. Yeah,
I was
Milo.
waiting. I was wondering, like, how do you not have a job that you hate?
Well,
Yeah,
I
I remember
mean-
hearing about it all the time.
Yeah, Milo
It
is
started out great because
Yeah.
the culture. I mean, like any startup, everyone
Yeah.
wants to be fun. Everyone wants to have a
Yep.
good culture, so it's great. But then things start to get real. You have investors who
desire
are
for
like,
money.
"Hey, yeah." The investors are like, "We need to bring in more money," so
That's all
things
they
get
care
more
about.
strict.
Right.
Right.
It
Yeah.
used to be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, no, then it came down to like, hey, why were you? I saw that you were clocked out like on a break for like 5 minutes, and you had already taken a break earlier. I
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, I just had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, the CEO talked to my boss and said, "Hey, why the f?" You can fill in the blanks. I mean, he's actually
Yeah.
said the word. Why the f is he out taking a walk right now? Like he should be back at his desk. It's like, holy crap! I mean, at
Right.
that point, I was showing up at 7:00 every morning and staying till at least 5, and only taking
Yeah.
a half-hour lunch.
Yeah, it's
So-
crazy. Yeah, they did have like a beer fridge. That was cool.
Until we had some temps that were working there, and they would show up at 10 in
Abusing
the
it?
morning and
Yeah.
chug a beer.
At 10 a.m. Yeah,
Damn.
just heads up there. If you ever work somewhere that has alcohol there for you, do not drink any before like
4
3
o'clock.
or 4.
4 o'clock is
4
like
o'clock's probably, 4 o'clock's
yeah.
probably, but
Yeah.
definitely not before 3. Like, that is way too much.
And if
Especially not before noon.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that at home.
I mean,
anyways.
they were temps for a reason. They probably just bounce around to different places.
Fair.
Yeah, I would say for me, like, I have a worst job that I had as like a teenager growing up in high school, and then a worst job as an adult. I've only had 3 jobs as an adult, as far as like people or places I've worked. Growing up, there was a summer where my best friend Tyler and I we worked at Abercrombie Kids, because you have to be 18 to work at Abercrombie.
Oh, is that real?
For real?
Wait,
yeah.
why?
Because
I think because back then,
they
like
would have models.
models that didn't have their shirts on, like all
or in
that kind of stuff.
swimsuits. Like Hollister. Was it
Swimsuits.
Hollister that would do that? Or is that
No, that was
Abercrombie?
Abercrombie. Yeah, they would have them in like sometimes they would be out in like the foyer of the mall, but a lot of times they would just be in the windows, like just standing there and modeling. But anyway, there was a cute
What
girl.
a gig.
That's weird.
There was a
dude.
there was
It's
a
really
cute
weird.
girl that Tyler liked that worked there, and so he's like, I'm gonna go work here. I was like, sweet, let's just do it. And I I like it was terrible. Like
Yeah.
to deal with Johnson County parents coming in with bags upon bags of clothes for their 10-year-old or
Back
their 9-year-old back then.
Yeah.
That try on 40 things and buy 2 of them.
Right.
And then don't put anything back. I hated every second of that job. I hated it so much.
Retail's rough.
I hated it
Yeah,
so much
retail's
that
not
I never showed up for my last 2 weeks. Put in my 2 weeks and I didn't show up to any of my last 2 shifts. That was a pattern in my life
See you
before I
later.
graduated college. I would just put in my 2 weeks and I
Yeah.
wouldn't come to the last 2.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, Alex and I worked at a trampoline park.
I was actually just
Oh
thinking
my
about that.
gosh,
Cosmic Jump.
Cosmic Jump, baby.
R.I.P.
Cosmic
They
Jump.
didn't last.
They did not last, and I wonder
No.
why. It's almost as if they had a nail sticking that far out of a board.
Yeah.
Into
So
a
they had
Oh
basketball.
my
Yeah, they had
gosh.
basketball.
I can't believe
goals.
they didn't have a lawsuit.
Yeah, they had basketball goals, and obviously the trampolines they get really vertical right at the goal, and you could bounce into it. But the problem is, right where it was, they just had like walls, and so there wasn't any space for the
Right.
trampoline to give except for into the wall.
Yep.
And those walls, they weren't like concrete; they were man-made walls. So they had screws and nails, and they were facing into the trampoline. And so they did have a time where a kid jumped and cut themselves.
Yeah, yeah, got
Oh my
cut
gosh.
like in the back, right?
Yeah.
And then the best was when kids would throw up on the trampolines. That was always fun to clean up.
Yeah, or
Afterwards.
poop. That happened once.
Oh,
or they
pooped
pooped
on the trampoline.
They pooped on the trampoline,
Dang, dude.
and we found
Was that
out.
on the 7 and under, or was that?
No, I don't think so.
That was on like
the 8 and up, yeah.
8 and up,
And
yeah.
the way they found it is even better because a kid jumped in it.
No,
Yeah.
are you
Can you
serious?
imagine being the kid that
And so think about this. At the time, I'm 19 years old, and I'm the assistant manager, and I can open up shop and I run everything as a 19-year-old. And we were cleaning trampolines. They had all this solution in the back, not diluting any of it. It was like dilute 1 part of this cleaner to
I forgot
52
about this,
Oh my
man.
God.
to
Gosh.
52 parts water. We were doing full strength, and parents calling in. My kids have rashes all over. Like, what product
you
to
were
use
just
to
pouring
cool
it
it?
Just straight. We didn't know. He's 19. and
Yeah.
I'm 17.
It's bad.
Like, yeah.
We're just hey, at least
he
we're
was
cleaning
he
it.
had the most seniority. He was like the oldest person there.
Yeah, so we didn't know you had to dilute it, and parents calling in talking about the kids having rashes
Yeah.
and everything. What are you using to clean it? And so that's when the actual manager coming in, Jerome.
Yeah,
He's like,
Jerome.
it's like, hey, how are you guys making this cleaning solution? Like, you just take it from this big bottle, you pour it in the little bottle, and you spray it all over. He's like, hold up.
let me
gotta
add one
dilute.
step in there.
Yeah, we're like, well, maybe
Very
Jerome,
important step.
Maybe be here a little bit
Yeah.
more often.
The problem with the poop on the trampolines, though, is that we had the trampolines, they were doubled
Yeah.
up to apparently to like for longevity of the trampoline, so it didn't tear as frequently. But when you have it doubled up, you're smushing poop in between 2 things. So how
that
clean
is
can you
tough.
actually get it?
That is
Probably
tough.
not very. And someone pooped in the hallway to the bathroom.
Yeah.
A lot of poop going on in trampoline parks. I don't recommend going there.
No, that's not ideal. I will say, when I was done with high school and I was going to go to college, the manager did pull me aside like about a month before college started. He's like, hey, Nick, I just want to ask if you would consider like putting off going to college to stay here and be assistant manager.
To work
And I
at
was
it.
making $7.25 minimum wage. And I was like, well, how much would I make? He was like, $8. And I was like, I'm going to college.
And he screwed you because I was making $9 as assistant manager.
Yeah, right.
I'm doing you a favor, kid.
Right. I was like, I
Yeah.
really think college is probably the better option for me.
I had
here.
the same thing at the car wash that I worked at. They said, hey, instead of going to college, why don't you stay and become a manager here? And even then, you can make more than $8 an hour. It was like $40,000 a year or $35,000, but it's just not worth it.
Totally.
Yeah. Trampoline sort of another thing. We can cut some of this out if we don't want all of it, but at the trampoline park, I would usually have to come in an hour before on the weekends and just be there by myself to answer phone calls of people who called in. No one ever called in, so I just have the phone by me and I would jump on all the trampolines. Did that until one time I jumped and almost blew out my knee. I was like, I hyperextended it and thought I just screwed something up in my knee. And so I I crawled over to my phone because my knee was hurting so bad. And I'm like, this place doesn't open for another 45 minutes and the front doors are locked and no one can get in. Thankfully, I just sat there. I sat there for a little bit, started moving around. I was like, I think my knee's okay. So.
Oh my gosh.
What a time to be alive.
That reminded me though of do you guys miss or did you ever when you were younger you wake up in the morning and you start stretching, you get to that stretch where you're just, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, you start
you
shaking.
still do that?
I still do that.
I can't do that anymore.
Oh, guaranteed.
You
I
just
still
did.
do
when
that in the morning.
no, that was a forced shake.
Oh, no,
when I try to
totally
stretch
do
that much, it's instant cramping.
Yeah.
Instant cramping.
need to
So I can't
stretch
do it
more.
anymore. I do.
Speaking of stretching, Lubecks are not flexible people. We know this.
Not known
Yeah.
for it.
We're not
Maybe
known
one of
for
these
it.
times we do a stretching competition.
I went to the chiropractor today,
Yeah.
and he was doing some tests on my hip flexors and stuff, and he got. Yeah, I was laying down on my stomach, and he had my leg from my knee bent up like this, and he tried to bend it outward, and it went 2 inches, and it wouldn't go any further. He goes, "Oh wow!"
Oh wow.
Wow. And you told him, yeah, pretty flexible, right?
Pretty impressive. Worked my whole life for those 2 inches.
Yeah. Never
Yeah.
said that.
If only I could say the same.
Right. Yeah. Yikes.
My chiropractor said I'm top 1 or 2 of least flexible people he's ever.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I can't. I've never been able to touch my toes standing up. I can't
yeah,
bend
me
over
neither.
and touch my toes.
Nathan
I've
can.
tried. I've
Nathan,
tried getting
all those
more
I think
gymnastics.
he
flexible.
can palm the ground.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
cannot.
I definitely cannot do that.
I
Yeah,
can't palm anything.
I
with
tried
these
for a
tiny hands.
while.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I thought you were gonna go a different route because I thought you were gonna talk about bending and whatever. And sometimes you're a little gassy, you fart when that happens.
Oh no, I definitely had to fart when he was pushing on my back. I was like, this is gonna end poorly. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't one of those oh, this is gonna be a fart. It's like, you never know. It could go both ways.
I didn't have that experience, but in 5th grade we were doing our in gym. You have your test where you do sit-ups, push-ups, that physical stuff. And you have a partner when you do sit-ups where they sit and they put their knees on your feet.
Yes.
Yep.
Sit-ups.
Yeah.
And at that time, that was when I was in my Husky era where I was wearing Husky clothes. Because as a little boy, nothing makes you feel better about the size of your clothes than seeing this is a size 32, but it's Husky. And I go to sit up and just rip a huge fart, and it echoes in the whole gym. But no one knows where it came from until the person holding my feet goes, "Oh, Alex, that is so disgusting. It smells so bad." I was just mortified.
How old?
5th grade.
Fifth grade. Oh yeah.
Dude, you had a lot of stories from elementary school, like the time you choked on an Altoid and
Yeah.
blacked out.
That was
in the middle of
6th grade.
class.
That's
and your
yeah.
teacher literally pulled she hurdled the desk
Yeah,
to get
so
to you.
so we had our desk set up in a U shape in the classroom. It was one big U, and then in the middle was another U shape, and all kind of faced towards the front of the class. And I had someone in the class had Altoids, and I thought, that's awesome. I'm gonna get my own Altoids, so I brought some in. But he told me the secret is just dump them all in your pocket so it's not loud when you're walking
Like
around.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, like the tots.
Give me some of your Altoids.
So I had some of the best smelling pockets in my class. And
Did everyone sniff each other's pockets?
Yeah, what the heck?
it was an epidemic.
Yeah.
The only thing we need to be worried about is if his teacher was smelling his pockets.
Yeah, that becomes a problem.
So I don't know what the heck I was doing this for, but I had a rubber band and a tiny pencil. It's always popular to sharpen your pencil until it's just a little nub. That's what 7 inches.
Totally.
And so I just fired it. I was in the part of the U where there was someone sitting in front of me. I fired it under the desk, thinking, how fast can this go? Ricocheted up and hit Timmy San Pablo, shout out, in the back. And
It's
he
a
goes,
real
"Oh!"
person's name.
Yes.
Timmy Sampaba. Sounds like a kid that you draft in backyard baseball.
Right,
Yeah.
totally.
No, shout out to Timmy who brought me onto a fall ball league, and I quit because the team was so bad. He stayed on, and he said he pitched every game through the whole league because everyone else on the team sucked. Anyways, so that was a segue or side story. I shot it under there. He went, oh, and I had an Altoid in my mouth. I just started laughing and leaning my back. And, I couldn't breathe. And I thought, I can't breathe out of my mouth. Maybe I can breathe out of my nose. But when you have something
Same
completely
airway.
blocking, just nothing's coming out. And I don't think you realize until you actually choke in this way. People say, like, oh, I'm choking on this thing. Like, no, you can't. I wouldn't be able to hear you if you couldn't
Right.
choke. So I start just freaking out, like, am I going to be able to get this out? Couldn't do it. So I just start clapping. Everyone turns around because I'm just kind of a goofy guy. And they're like, what the heck are you doing? Stop. And I just go like this. And my teacher, who is 6'2" without heels, and who is wearing heels that day, not big ones, starts hurtling the desk. And flips me around, and I black out. And that's all I remember. And then when I come to, I'm at the water fountain. And she's like, what happened? I'm just like, I don't know. And she's like, did you choke on something? I don't know.
Oh my God.
In my head, I'm thinking, I'm going to get in so much trouble. I don't look in my pocket, please. So
Why is your hand in my pocket?
Smell it.
so I'm just saying, I don't know. Did you choke on an eraser? I don't know. It was a bunch of I don't knows. And
Yeah.
they were worried. Everyone said, the rumor going around was I had an asthma attack. I'm like, that's not what happened, but I don't want to tell you because this is really embarrassing. And I didn't know.
Yeah.
20 years later, I'd still be talking about it.
Well, we bring it up every chance we get.
Yeah. We also took a picture at your wedding where we were all choking.
I
like
know.
this.
Yeah. With a sign that said
Said
Altoid.
Altoid.
I could never live it down.
No, not a shot.
I'll still eat an Altoid. I'm not afraid. I conquer my fears. Face them head on.
I really hope you wouldn't choke on an Altoid at this point in your life.
I think no. So you say that. I think
There's-
there are people medically. They just have smaller airways. And I think I'm one of them.
You think your airway's the same size as when you were in 6th grade?
I don't know. We could test it out.
It was 6th grade, right?
Yeah, we could test it out.
Send it.
I don't know how we're supposed to test that out.
Just breathe in an Altoid. See if he
We're
chokes.
gonna have to call Timmy San Pablo. See if he'll sit in front of me and reenact the whole thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, Nikki could come in. She's a nurse, so she could save your life.
Well, we have.
Yeah.
Do you guys not have life facts? You need one if you don't
Well, yeah,
have
I
one.
know I need to get
Or do we
one.
need to get Miss Dolly?
If for nothing, if for no
Is
other
that her
reason,
name?
just because you're like when you're home alone.
Yeah.
Is it Miss Dolly?
Miss Dolly. Ooh.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Shout out Miss Dolly.
Who's
Shout-
Miss
it was,
Dolly?
it was mi-
It was
yeah,
his teacher.
that was my teacher.
Miss
Yeah,
Dolly?
get
Yeah.
her in here.
Get
so
her
she
in
can
here.
save your life. She can hurdle this desk right here.
Yeah, I mean that's 20 years ago. She'd probably be in her 50s. She could probably still do it.
Yeah, she could do it. She wasn't that
flip me
old.
around, give me the Heimlich. I should ask her what happened because I don't remember.
Yeah, did she give you the Heimlich? or
She
did
jumped
just-
over it. She grabbed me.
Did it finally just
And
dissolve?
then you-
It could have. It could
Right,
have.
could've just
But I
dissolved
will
it.
say, I think it ended up in my lungs because the rest of the day I would cough and just taste Altoid.
Yeah. To this
Best
day.
breath ever.
It
Yeah, it was
was.
really nice, honestly.
But yeah,
What
that-
flavor was it? Cinnamon?
Yeah, you were a
No,
cinnamon
I
slut.
was-
Cinnamon's the best.
No.
You're a cinnamon slut.
Yeah, you're a
Wintergreen.
cinnamon slut.
No, because cinnamon is too spicy.
What about? are you
Look at my
pump- are you-
complexion.
Are you a pumpkin spice slut? You like that?
Ooh, yeah.
Pumpkin
Pumpkin
spice.
I can't do
Oh, yeah.
pumpkin
We got
spice.
stuff to be able to make it at home, and it is freaking
Yeah, it's
delicious.
good.
I'm making
No.
like 3 every day.
Can't do pumpkin flavored stuff. The only thing I can do pumpkin flavor is pie, and I
If-
have to have a ton of Cool Whip on it because I'm.
I-
a
Oh,
5-year-old.
you
I don't
so-
like.
are so
I don't
gross.
like. I don't like Cool
Cool
Whip.
Whip?
Cool Whip. Yeah.
What is wrong with
I don't
you?
like Cool Whip. I don't like whipped
Yeah,
cream in
get
general.
something that's not just like
It's not a whipped cream
hydrogenated
guy.
oil.
I don't care what it is. It tastes delicious.
Okay.
It's sugary, so it'll help.
If you guys want, I'll,
Yeah, it's true.
can I turn you guys on to something?
Please
You
don't
turn
turn
me
me
on.
on. Don't turn me
Oh,
on.
we had different responses to that.
I'm gonna
Hey,
leave.
your answer would be different if we weren't brothers.
You turn me right
Nope,
on.
would not.
Okay. Best latte that I think is in Kansas City. Go to Oddly Correct. It's in Kansas City,
Yeah.
off of Troost, I think.
Yep, I saw this video.
Okay, so you saw my video. Shout out
didn't see
Alex
that one.
Eats.
Oh my gosh,
they
how
have-
many times are you gonna promo that? Good, right.
Yeah,
we get it. You eat things.
I do, and I videotape it, and people watch it.
That's
Sometimes.
true.
Sometimes.
Really? You take it on a video?
So they have.
And
they
most
have,
people are
Can I just talk
very
about the latte?
That's what we were talking
I
about.
don't want all my stories to drag. Sometimes I'm already self-conscious that I talk really slow.
You do.
And I don't want my stories interrupted because it just takes longer. They have a latte, a bourbon vanilla latte. It's really good. Just get
Oh,
it iced.
that does
It's really
sound good.
good. Have it there because if you don't have it there and you take it with you, they
It
charge you like
ice
$1.50
Also,
for a
also you
to-go
can't
cup.
drink and
It's like a
drive,
little jar.
so
Oh.
just have it there.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, but they give
that's
you
not
like
how it
a
works.
jar?
They give you a jar with a lid and a koozie, and if you bring it back, you get your deposit back. But
Oh, that'd be cool to keep.
Just keep the jar in the koozie. That's
Yeah, that'd be
sick.
really cool. I
I
like that
did.
a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
unemployed though. I need the money.
Well, then you shouldn't be going buy lattes.
It's for my video. Like it's.
He
It's
makes
not
money
like.
on the video.
That's
and he
right,
I
can
will
write
say.
off.
I will say.
Right.
Since,
Well,
since
can't you write off the jar like as a
Yeah,
as
yeah.
an
It's
expense?
I put it all in as an expense. You know,
Yeah.
my miles. I'm being careful about all that. And thankfully, like that video makes more than what it costs, so I'm making
Yeah.
money on it. But yeah, I'm still trying to be like not egregious. Like, and I will say, since I've been unemployed, haven't been to Dutch Bros, and I love Dutch Bros. I don't know.
I don't like Dutch Bros.
I like
like 'em.
whatchamacallit,
I like
but
Seven Brew.
Seven Brew's better.
I like
think.
Seven Brew.
Dutch
better
Bros
than
is
Dutch
so
Bros.
close. It's
I
like
like Seven
It
Brew.
is
it's a
really close to you.
mile.
There's
The
no
only
Seven Brew
thing-
close to you, but
Okay, the only thing that's annoying about Seven Brew is that it has like just a standard list of things, but there's so many other things you can order, but you have to like look it up online.
Yeah,
but everyone who
that's
works
true,
there
yeah.
knows all of those items
Right.
that are online, but you can't. You have to go and like
Yeah.
search through these forums for, and it's just like annoying.
you can ask for a secret menu.
You can.
Yeah.
In the app, there's
Oh,
a secret,
really?
Yeah.
There's a secret menu in the app for Dutch Bros too. There's a Seven Brew that's somewhat close. It's like maybe 4 miles from me,
Yeah.
and it's right next to a Scooters. They're
Oh,
both
yeah.
next to each other, and
That's
you
one we
get
go
into
to.
the line and come back around. And I went into Scooters to get a gift card for mom and dad for something, and I watched who went into Scooters and who went into Seven Brew. The average age of Scooters people like
Oh, 100%.
60
Yeah,
years
gotta
old
be
and
so
older.
freaking old.
Seven Brew is like 19, 20 years old. That's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
that's the it's so
They got
funny
the
to
young,
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Scooters, it's disgusting.
Scooters is gonna die in like 15 years.
Yeah.
They're-
Either that or
they're
gonna
trying.
start opening.
They're trying,
They're
but
gonna start
yeah.
opening locations
They're trying
in
to-
nursing homes.
It's not
Yeah, that's hey, honestly not a bad strategy.
Yeah, like kind of like do you guys ever remember the movie Richie Rich? Growing up,
yeah,
where he
I
had, like, a
remember the
McDonald's-
movie, but I haven't
like
seen
had
it.
a
in
McDonald's
15
in his
years.
house,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I think-
Devonte Adams. He has Taco Bell in his house.
Does he really have? I don't. That's
No,
just-
not
Have
for
you
real.
seen the commercials?
I've seen the commercials, but like that'd be sick if you
Shout out Devonte Adams.
Shout out Taco
Yeah.
Bell.
Shout out to myself.
Because
Richie
no one
Rich.
else will do it for him.
Cut that part.
So, yeah. I think Scooters, what they should be planning to do is trying to sell or get bought out, like just
Totally.
before things really go bad.
Right.
Because, yeah, I can see it. The writing's on the wall. Like, no one is going to it's Scooters. There are certain companies, even if you rebrand and try to make it better, people are just like, it's Scooters. I don't care.
Yeah. When I was in college, I would go into Scooters to study because there was never anyone in there. So it was kind of nice.
Those are my favorite places, and then I'm like, why did that place close? I loved it because no one was there.
Yeah,
and then I
'cause no
remember
one's
that's
there.
why they closed.
That's why
because
they
no one was
closed.
there.
'Cause I'm the only person going there at any
Yeah.
point.
There's some other coffee shops, local ones that I would love to see close, but I don't want to throw any shade at them right now.
Throw
Yeah,
shade.
it's not.
No one's gonna see it.
no,
I'm just
that's-
kidding. Sorry.
No, we don't
Just
need to
cut
try to
that
get
out, yeah.
places to shut off.
Except for Scooters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw you, Scooters.
I'm okay with chains. Like, we can badmouth chains.
Sponsor, maybe?
Oh my gosh. How are they
I'm
going to
thinking
pay us?
Arby's.
Gross.
Arby's just came out with steak nuggets.
Yeah, I haven't had them.
They were bad.
Yeah, what I heard was that they like taste like beef jerky.
That's
But a
what
little
people
bit more
said. I
tender.
don't know if I was getting a beef jerky flavor. The texture is like pot roast more than it is like a
Oh,
steak.
That kind of sucks.
It's all in the beef family though.
Right,
So
totally.
that's probably you can get away with calling certain things steak easily.
For sure.
It just had a weird taste to it, almost chemically. It's fast food steak, so you know it's not going to be good. But I
You go with
applaud them for trying new things because they do that.
They do that.
This, to
Them and
me, was a
Taco
miss.
Bell are the best at trying new things.
Yes.
Often.
Taco Bell just came out with a new menu.
I know. I got the flaming hot
Yeah,
grilled cheese burrito today. Is so
It
freaking
was
good,
so
dude.
good. Yeah, it
Grilled
has
cheese burrito.
so it has.
You've never
it
had
has
the grilled
flame-
cheese burrito?
Never even heard of it.
It
has-
is so good.
So they have in this burrito, it's just beef, nacho cheese, chipotle sauce. They have flaming hot rice and flaming hot Fritos,
Yeah.
and then they put like a blanket of cheese and grill it. And so it's really good. All the items were pretty good. That was definitely the standout for me. Taco Bell commented on my video.
Did they really?
They said we were waiting on this. We were waiting for this. It was
Taco Bell did?
Oddly enough, on my Instagram page, which only has like 700 followers.
Taco Bell commented on it.
Yeah.
That's
I get
lit.
brands will do that. They'll just like spit out the same exact comment on
Oh,
everyone.
Got it.
It's still kind of cool, but
Nice. Very good. Do we have anything else? I don't know how-
what was that noise?
We're at 50.
I think you have small throat like me. Small throat boys.
Well, I will say, when I was that sucks. when I was
not
At least it
Better
doesn't
name.
blow.
that was lame. Yeah. Okay.
All
Small
right,
throat.
penis, Mike.
Yeah.
Stop.
Sorry.
I don't even remember what I was
pre-boner
gonna
Mike.
say.
Yeah, well, that wraps up episode number 1 in the books for Not Our Finest Hour.
It sure was not.
It sure was not, and it won't get any finer.
No.
But
Lots of poop.
yeah,
talk.
make sure, man, give us a like, follow us, and check us out on TikTok and Instagram.
and let us know what you want us to talk about.
That's right, because we
It's
can
true.
talk about pretty much anything.
It's
So,
true.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.